Well, April 26th, 2015, vacation 2015, day one, on our way to Redding, about 2:30 in the afternoon. Made a quick stop at the rest area here just to torque lug nuts. Everything checked out okay, and we're heading to JGW RV Park. Should be there at 5 o'clock. Well, greetings from the JGW RV Park in South Redding, California. Just before 8 o'clock, as the sign shows. Elena and I just came back from dinner in Redding at the Black Bear Diner. Made a quick run to Kmart to pick up a couple of items that we forgot to pack. And it was a nice, warm, and windy day traveling up here. Probably in the low to mid 80s, about a 20-mile-an-hour steady wind coming out of the north. We left Sacramento, I think at 2 o'clock actually, and we covered the 166 miles in about 3 hours. Got here at 5 o'clock. The wind is cut down. It was blowing pretty steadily earlier, fighting the wind, headwind all the way, and got about 8 miles to the gallon on the truck coming up here. Just a quick night tonight. Gonna get up tomorrow morning, hope to leave by 11 or 12 and head off to Grants Pass to the Joe Creek Waterfalls RV Park. So this year's vacation, kind of the theme of it this year is going places where we've been to before. We're not really going anywhere new this time around. Elena didn't want to have such a hectic schedule, and I can't say that I blame her. So we're going to spend 2 nights in Grants Pass, and then we're going to drive back to the Sea Perch RV Park where we were at last year, right on the ocean, hopefully for some better weather, and stay there for 5 nights. Then we're going to drive up to Cannon Beach, to the Cannon Beach RV Park where we were also at last year, and we're going to spend another 5 nights there. Then from there we're going to work our way down to Eugene, Oregon, spend a night there, and then down to Ashland to the Howard Prairie Resort where we were at in 2010, our first big vacation. Here's our campsite. Like I said, we're just set in for the night. All systems go, and Elena walked Charlie. I think we're both going to get an early night tonight. It was pretty hectic in the days leading up to this trip, and take us a couple of days probably to get fully rested, and then we'll get back to relaxation and enjoying ourselves. So that's it for tonight. Now, good afternoon. April 27th, second day of the trip. We're just passing Shasta Lake on I-5. We left Redding about 11:30, a little after 11:30, a little bit later than we would normally leave. But we're in no big hurry, on our way to Grants Pass, about 190 miles to travel. We'll stop around halfway and we'll have lunch. We're going over the bridge now over Shasta Lake. As you can see, water level is way down. Actually, not as far as it was last year at this time. But by the end of summer, I'm sure it's going to be pretty low. Warm weather, still a slight northerly wind, but not as bad as it was yesterday. Temperature, at least in Redding, was supposed to be around 90 degrees today. Not sure about Grants Pass. Probably a little bit cooler. We'll film more when we get to the rest area. It's about 1:45, and we're here at the Collier rest area. just a few miles from the Oregon border off of I-5. We've traveled just about 100 miles from Redding, and we have about 80 miles to go, 85 miles to go, and we stopped for lunch. Nice rest area, warm day, about 80 degrees. Beautiful. We're right here along the river. I think this is the Sacramento River. And the sound of the water, very calming. I've got Charlie with me. And the trailer is up over the bluff here. Uneventful drive, light traffic, light wind. Elena's in the trailer there making sandwiches off in the distance. And we hope to get to Grants Pass at the Jump Off Joe RV Park, hopefully around 4 o'clock. We'll be here for another half hour probably before we hit the road to finish off the trip. And we're hello from the Joe Creek Waterfalls RV Park here in North Grants Pass, Oregon. It's 5:40 in the late afternoon, early evening, and it turned out to be pretty darn hot today. It was about 90 degrees here when we got here, and we're in the same campsite that we were last year. I've got the coals heating up for hamburgers, and here's our campsite. Again, same spot we were in last year. Put the awning out this time because of the warm weather. The air conditioner is on. Elena's inside making hamburger patties. We'll have burgers tonight. Beautiful weather. Couldn't ask for better this time of year. The campground's not very crowded. There's an airstream off there in the distance through the trees. The owners were just over talking to me about my trailer. They couldn't believe it was painted, nor that it's as old as it is. Just panning around, showing the area where we're at. Say what? Elena said the hamburger is ready, so I'll go in and get the patties in a minute. Yeah, beautiful weather here. I checked through my cell phone the weather in Yachats, our next destination, where we're going on Wednesday, and it shows at least no rain, partly cloudy, highs in the upper 50s. Of course, we're going to be right on the water. Very wooded area here. The waterfall area that we saw last year, I think has a lot more water in it right now. This time of year, we're here a month earlier than we were last year. Actually, it's about 6 weeks earlier. There's a family of deer that live out in these woods here. We probably will see them over the course of the next day and a half. So that's our site, and as total miles driven, it was 194 from Redding to here, and we made it in about 4 hours. We had that nice stop at the rest area, had a nice lunch, and we'll rent a movie tonight and go into Grants Pass tomorrow, putz around, and then we'll head off to Yachats on Wednesday. So that's it for now. Greetings from Grants Pass, Oregon. Day 3 of the vacation, April 28th, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're just coming into the Joe Creek RV Park, where we've stayed last night and again tonight. We're just coming back from downtown Grants Pass. Did some shopping at Fred Meyer. We like Fred Meyer. They've got everything there, better than Walmart. And got some gas, Stopped by Dutch Brothers, and we like Dutch Brothers coffee too. Another thing you don't have in California. And now we're coming back to the trailer to rest. There's a 92 Airstream 1000 there, Excella 1000. The owners came and talked to me yesterday afternoon. Beautiful day here in Grants Pass. Partly cloudy, 70 degrees, maybe a little warmer than 70, shirt sleeve weather. And here we are at our humble abode for the evening. Very relaxing so far. We're going to take a walk down to the waterfall, unload the groceries first, and then think about what we'll have for dinner. So here we are at the waterfall. And again, we were here last year. There's a little more water this year than last year. A little bit louder of a rapid. Elena's down there with Charlie. And I guess the proprietor was telling us back in December or January they were having a lot of water through here, and the water level was up about as high as these rocks. So probably about another 30-40 feet higher coming through here. That would be something to see. There we are back at the little river here. You don't see any fish, do you? How are you enjoying the vacation so far?
Fine. I don't want to talk.
I know that.
My picture.
Charlie Brown, baby boy. Charlie. There's a frog. Two frogs. You're right. I've zoomed in on them real close. They're big ones too.
No, they're not that big. They're maybe standing big.
Charlie's watching with interest.
What?
I said Charlie is watching with interest.
He's not watching the ball. He's watching the water with interest.
If I throw a rock, they'll hop. You want me to throw something to make them jump?
They'll jump when they see him getting close. Come on, Charlie.
There they go. They both took off, huh?
Yeah.
April 29th, day 4 of our vacation. And we're heading northbound on Interstate 5 towards Roseburg, where we will catch State Highway 138 heading towards the coast. We left Grants Pass RV Park at 11 o'clock straight up, taking a leisurely pace. Wild turkeys making noise in the morning woke me up at least. But I didn't peer out the window, but they had to be nearby. Anyhow, we've got relatives in the hospital at the moment. Aunt Mela in Las Vegas, and my mom just last night down in Hemet, waiting for word on both from family to see what's happening, and then we'll see how things develop, or if we have to cut things short. Hopefully not, but we'll see. We'll stop, film more when we stop for lunch somewhere along the road, probably on Highway 138. Just after 1 o'clock, and we stopped here in the little town of Elkton at the junction, just past the junction of Highway 138 and Highway 38. This is off of Highway 38. Sleepy little town here. Maybe only a few blocks. We're parked here on the street. Elena's inside making sandwiches. Interesting little building up above there. Kind of a saloon, western, modern, I don't know what you would call it, but interesting. Partly cloudy skies, temperature about 60 degrees. And pleasant drive so far. Very little traffic. And we're gonna go grab a bite to eat in the trailer and then finish off the trip to Yachats. Should get there probably around 3:30. Greetings from the Sea Perch RV Resort in Yachats, Oregon. 5:15 in the evening. We pulled in here to the RV park right at 3:30. Clear skies on the coast, which is a big departure from last year where it was mainly cloudy and rainy. And the weather forecast appears to be pretty clear for the 5 days that we'll be here. We really liked this place last year, about 20 miles north of Florence, Oregon, right off 101. 101 is right there on the right. And just again to give you an idea of the place, there's forested hills right off of the water, and the proprietors have had some bear intrusion the last 2 nights here, and so they told us not to leave food out. They never had bears here before, but this year, probably because of the drought, the bears have come out and they're coming looking for food. Drought conditions here in central coastal Oregon, just like in California. That's panning to the south. And we're going to pan all the way around here and do a patented 360. I've got the camera on a tripod to try to keep it steady. There's a new home under construction there. That looks like a rather palatial mansion once they're done with it. That was not there last May when we were here. And now off into the Pacific, the sun is shining off of the ocean, and you'll see right ahead there is where we're parked. Same spot as last year. There we are, right up against the water. Walk out the back, probably about 10-15 yards of grass, and then a few steps down and you're right on the sand. So Elena's resting. She already took Charlie onto the beach. He ran around, chased the ball. We're going to do some more of that in a minute once I come back, and then we'll settle in for dinner. It's about 58 degrees here. It's going to be about 61 tomorrow. Don't have to wear a sweater just yet, but I imagine once the sun goes down, we'll get a little bit of a breeze blowing. A couple other of our neighbors. And here is the clubhouse. Very nice clubhouse. Clean as a whistle, too. Nice laundry facilities, pool table, game. It's almost like a house in there, really. It's quite nice. Of course, the park is expensive. It's not cheap to stay here. So I guess you get what you pay for in that regard. So that's it for now. I'll take some more shots down at the trailer level by the beach. Here I am now on the beach, 6:30. Elena's in the trailer making dinner. It's going to be a beautiful sunset tonight. Hopefully the wind isn't too bad. A little bit of moisture in the air, but beautiful, beautiful clear skies. I'm a little close to the water. I think tide might be starting to come in. Beautiful homes out there. Don't know what they will cost. Some real nice mansions though. And that one's under construction. I showed you that earlier. Little mobile home. This is now part of the park property. And there we are. All set up. Already feel invigorated with the ocean breeze blowing. And I think that's Cape Perpetua out in the distance there. And Highway 101 is out there as well. We'll take more at sunset. Well, it's 10 after 8 and the sun is setting. And our first evening here at Yachats at the Sea Perch Resort. Beautiful day. Hoping for more of the same. Just saw the local news from Portland, and there's no rain in the forecast for the next, looks like 7 days or so. So that's good. And we're catching a very pretty sunset. Pan over to the north real quick. Again, the mist from the waves. The tide seems to be rolling in right now. And the sun is going to dot behind those clouds there in the distance. Let's zoom in on it. Yeah, there she goes. I'm going to take some stills. Okay, that's all for today. We will see what happens tomorrow.
Well, as we cannot see everything of this riding area from here, are you guys ready to go take a closer look?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so 41 miles past the park side.
That makes sense. What's the numbers for Ben's tour?
For a half 1 o'clock departure.
8?
That would be 8.
Copy that.
Supposedly the only natural vegetation that occurs out here. South towards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are navigational markers.
like see all the number of trailers parked in the offloading zone, and there's like so few people out here.
A lot of them are well, a lot of them are scared. What happens as you get out there and you find stuff?
Okay, we're done with the sand dune tour. This is Friday, by the way, day 5, May 1st. And now we're back at the Heceta Head Lighthouse. I was here last year. Elena wanted to see it this year. And this time we've got brilliant sunshine. I was here in the rain, and it was late in the day, and the lighthouse was closed. You couldn't go in to tour the lighthouse. A breezy, cool day, but again, the weather's clear. We're gonna hike up and see what we can find. Okay, we're here at the lighthouse, and it's open, so we're gonna go in it shortly. The breeze is blowing. But a beautiful day. There's the highway. There's Elena. Well, wouldn't you know, we missed it again. They had just closed down on us at 3 o'clock. Second year in a row I didn't get inside that lighthouse. Not meant to be. Anyhow, there's the keeper's residence, the bridge off of 101, the little beach through the trees. And the view, and then of course the light itself up there. Sunset Friday evening. We had some fun today, got out a little bit, but we're going to cut the trip short. We're going to leave Sunday morning to head for home. Family duties call. It was windy today, still windy and a little cold. First few clouds we've seen. Someone has a fire lit, I can smell it. That's all for today.